As we approach the end of 2023, of course, international football returns in the early stages of 2024. What am I talking about? Well, I'm talking about the Africa Cup of the Nations, and in this video, we're going to show my early door predictions for Group E. Today we're taking a look at the Africa Cup of Nations over in the Ivory Coast. That's right. And of course, in this video, we're going to do my early door predictions. And we'll get to that in just 1 second. If you know where you've been, smash your subscribe button, bang on all things Africa Cup of Nations related, Blackburn Rovers related, world football related. We got it all here, boys. Under one Ruski, of course, 2024 is the year of international football. We've got tournaments in Europe, in America, but of course, the most important one is right here in Africa. That's right, as we look forward to the return of the Africa Cup of Nations. Can our hosts, Ivory Coast, compete with the big boys such as Senegal and Nigeria, Cameroon? They're all in it. And of course, we're going to start here with an early door predictions. We'll get to them in a second. A big shout out to my VIPs. They are the patrons. You know who you are. And of course, if you're new, make sure you bang the old subscribe button. Of course, a whopping 78% of you are unsubscribed. Meanwhile, make sure you smash the like on the video. Get, of course, the YouTube algorithm working for you by smashing the like. You're going to get more AFCON content. We've got more prediction content, more stuff from me, but also stuff from other ones. And again, big shout out to my VIPs. They are the patrons, of course. But anyway, let's get into it. All right, then, folks, let's take a little look at Group E then. These are my early door predictions for the African Cup of Nations for this group, which are likely to change as we get closer to kickoff. So let's not read too much into it, but let me know your thoughts and opinions about this group in the comment section down below. Let's take a look at the nations then. We are starting with Tunisia. That's right, coming at you. Group J winners qualified as 28th of March 2023. This is their 21st tournament. They were champions back in 2004. Hoping to be champions once again. They are joined by Mali, I believe. Group G winners qualified 18th of June. Runners up in 72. This is their 13th tournament. They are joined also by South Africa. They are big. They qualify as Group K runners up. I've lost it. They were champions in 1996. They weren't there last time around. Their last appearance was in 2019. So they're back hoping to compete amongst these guys. And Namibia, of course, last time I had a horse in this race with Nyambe, but of course he's now a Derby County player. Group C runners up, group stages in the previous three in 98, 2008 and 2009. Can this be the year they get out of it? We'll see, of course. And what I think is quite an easy group for the likes of Tunisia and Mali really to possibly dominate here. But South Africa, again, mystery. Don't really know they were good or they were decent, 15, 20 years ago. Can they roll back the years and make it a tournament for them? So we'll see. Tunisia against Namibia will kick us all off on the 16th of Jan over in this group. And I do anticipate Tunisia to have too much quality in a difficult game against Namibia. Don't get me wrong. Again, I'm still have a little bit of bias because I do, Nyambe may not be a rover anymore, but still, he holds a spot in my heart, and I think they'll cause them some problems, but Tunisia will realistically come out on top on that one. Mali, though, in the same day, same match day, match number one against South Africa. Again, win to stay in, basically. Win to be in the mix for group winners. They'll come out on top against the South Africa side, which is starved of major superstars at the moment. Of course, they had a good golden generation in the mid-90s to late 90s. I don't really, I think the quality is not there when you look at the likes of a Tunisian side, Morocco, Algeria, all those northern African nations, as well as some of the other juggernauts, Ghana, Cameroon. So South Africa need some like 4 or 5 core players to come through to put them back on the map a little bit. Meanwhile, Tunisia against Mali and a zinger. Of course, both heavyweights locking horns for top dog in this one on the 20th of Jan. Who's going to get that top dog spot? I'm going to give it a 3-1 win for Tunisia over Mali here. Mali causing some problems previously, but I think Tunisia will have too much class and will go very, very far in this tournament. Again, the last 16 quarterfinals, we'll see. We'll see where they end up, but I won't be surprised if they're knocking on the door come the final. So keep an eye on Tunisia. Meanwhile, South Africa and Namibia, must-win game for either of these two nations. Going to go with a 2-1 win for South Africa. As much as I've got a little bit of a soft spot for Namibia, I just think at the end of the day, South Africa will just have that little bit more class. A win as well. When you look back at the previous one, ones will be enough, I think, to qualify as third spot. So we might see South Africa go beyond the group stages for the first time in a while, of course. So they win, pick up a win there, and of course put them back in the mix. They did just lose to Mali, but will they get anything against Tunisia in the final game on the 24th of January? I don't think so. 1-0 win again, not blowing them out of the water, just a business-like performance from Tunisia, who might save some stuff, some reserves, as they go into the knockout stages and really step up to it. Meanwhile, Namibia, if they were to get a result against Mali, will put this group on its head. Don't see it happening. 3-0 win for Mali, which will strengthen their goal difference, but realistically, they're going to be in second spot behind Tunisia heading into the knockout stages. So, without further ado, we're going to take a little look at the odds for this group, which is Group E, and we're going to see Namibia are 25-1. Of course, they are bottom here with no points whatsoever to win this group. Then South Africa at 6-1. Of course, I do have them in third as well with 3 points. Then we have Mali at 6-4. I do have them in second, the 6 spot. Tunisia, top dog, 6-5 on. And again, I have them at top dogs, 9 points for them, looking good to go through as group winners over in Group E. Well, there you have it, folks. There you bloody have it. Those are my early door predictions for Africa Cup of Nations over in the Ivory Coast. That's right. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Let me know your thoughts and opinions down below. Also, while you're at it, make sure you smash the old subscribe. A whopping 78% of you are unsubscribed, because we're going to have a lot of content for the Africa Cup of Nations as we edge closer to it. Meanwhile, make sure you smash the like on the video. Get the YouTube algorithm working for you. By doing that, you're going to get more Africa Cup of Nations content to you, whether it's from me or others. It does help you out, but it also helps the video out, which also helps the channel out, which also helps me out. So please do that. Make sure you smash the like, smash the subscribe, hit the little bell as well, so you don't miss a beat. We're going to go live. A lot of content will be live in relation to the Africa Cup of Nations. But until then, let me know your thoughts and opinions about my predictions down below. And of course, we'll see you for the next one very, very soon.